Awesome. Hey, yeah, like Urb said, I do a lot of this stuff nationally for 420 Radio. In the past 5 years, I have done 78 appearances in 33 cities across 17 states. Atlanta, Georgia, and Orlando, Florida, and Joplin, Missouri, and Houston, Texas. I've been all across the country here, and it's the same everywhere I go. Pot smokers are the same everywhere I go. They're all kind and compassionate, good, decent, law-abiding people. Well, except that one law. But other than that, really good people, and there's no reason any of them deserve to be treated like second-class citizens. And as we do this activism, one of the problems that comes along is people don't take it seriously. Oh, you're marching for pot? You want to legalize weed? Isn't there something better to do? Can't you think of something more useful to do? Well, let me explain something. Because a lot of people don't take this very seriously, even in our own community sometimes. They just think it's about getting high. Let me tell you a little story about my home state, Idaho. I just got back from Idaho because a friend of mine named Lindsay Reinhardt, who is the chief petitioner for their medical marijuana bill out there, she's a multiple sclerosis patient. There was an incident at school. Some kid got a hold of some weed, so naturally they blamed her kid for giving it to him, even though there was no evidence of that, just because she's the top medical marijuana person. And then sent cops to her house, took her kids away to foster care, and now she's facing felony charges. That same exact week, there was a case just across the county where a woman left her 3-year-old and her 10-month-old in the car alone, went back into the house, neglecting the fact that she had a loaded .45 in the car. The 3-year-old got a hold of the loaded .45 and shot the 10-month-old in the cheek. Did she get her kids taken away from her for child endangerment? No. Did the cops come to her house and start to charge her with endangering kids and feel like they needed to be put in foster care? No. But the multiple sclerosis patient who's using cannabis as medicine is a danger to her kids? That ain't right. And this is not just an isolated case. Look up Daisy Bram, B-R-A-M, Daisy Bram in California. In California, people, wow, where there's medical marijuana since 1996. She's been charged with child endangerment because she was breastfeeding and she's a medical marijuana patient. And they say, oh, you're passing cannabinoids through the breast milk to your baby. Despite the fact that breast milk naturally has cannabinoids in it in the first place. I found 5 cases in the past week where children aged 4 and under had gotten a hold of a loaded weapon and fired it, either hurting or killing themselves, another kid, or an adult. 5 cases. Not one of those cases were the parents charged with child endangerment or neglect or being reckless or any charge. It was just an accident. Oops, you left your kid alone with a loaded weapon. Oops, just an accident. That same week, I found 5 more cases of people busted for having a marijuana plant in their home where they were charged with child endangerment and the kids were put into foster care. Wow. That's why I come out here every year to march. That's why I fly coach all over this country to talk to people. And that's why I will not stop until we have the same equal rights as our beer drinking friends. Are you with me? Yeah. Now remember, activism starts with act, and you've done the first thing by acting today. You went out and did more than 99% of any cannabis activist ever does, and you put your feet on the street, and you put your face in public, showing that you support this. So give yourselves a hand. And remember, this is not where it ends. We have bills in the legislature right now to reduce the penalties for possession of marijuana between 1 ounces and 4 ounces. We have bills to add PTSD to the medical marijuana conditions. We have bills that would actually just outright legalize marijuana, but they ain't going nowhere unless you talk to your elected officials. Now I know it's like they're not on your speed dial or nothing. I know it's not like the first person you're going to call every day. But talk to this guy, National Cannabis Coalition. Talk to this guy, Oregon NORML. Talk to any of the activists, longtime activists out here, and I'm sure they can turn you on to Oregon NORML, National Cannabis Coalition, SAFER, MPP. I don't care what acronym you want to put behind your name, as long as you're marching with me for freedom. Yeah. So let's do it. Let's stick together. Talk to your legislatures. We can get positive progress here in Oregon. And one final thing. There's some people at the national level, and I get to talk to a lot of them on a direct basis, who think Oregon ought to wait till 2016 to go for legalization. They say in 2016 it'll be a slam dunk. Well, what I don't understand is, why wouldn't it be a slam dunk even if we did try in 2014? Why not try the 7-foot jumper in 2014? And if it doesn't go in, we'll rebound and do the slam dunk in 2016. Sounds right to me. Let's fight for 2014 and let's fight for 2016, because I don't know about you, but there are 199 Oregonians getting arrested every month for marijuana. And remember, marijuana's decrim here. Anything over an ounce is a felony, so that's 199 felony arrests every month. Those people can't wait till 2016. Let's get the ball done. Let's do it in 2014. Legalize it!